far are we from Brundisium?
About 20 miles.
Our army will have to camp here tonight. They're still about 6 hours behind us. Patellus, ride ahead to Brundisium. Bring Tigranes here. Marco, report back to Spartacus. Tell him we camp tonight by the sea!
Well, my estimate is we can load 150 ships a day.
That's your job, Dionysus. Work with the Cilician pirates.
Right.
That ought to keep him busy between now and tomorrow.
Saves me finding some place to sleep.
Well,
Come on!
Francis, keep giving me reports on Pompeii.
There won't be any surprises. You can depend on
I
that.
still want patrols through the back country right up to the time we call them in to board ship.
I'll get them together now.
Spartacus, the harbor district in Brundusium has a lot of food warehouses, but not enough to provide for the whole fleet.
The countryside's filled with cattle.
And we've more than enough salt to preserve them in.
Good.
I'll handle it.
Well, find out how many men we have in camp who are galley slaves or sailors.
Tigranes, Levantus.
Ah.
My dear General.
Welcome, Tigranes.
No, you needn't look for litter bearers to emancipate. I rode a horse.
Your gods, Isis and Serapis, must have been good to us. The balance of the 50 million sesterces we owe you.
General, I bear a heavy burden of evil tidings.
What is it?
Pompey and his army has landed in Italy.
At the port of Rhegium 3 days ago. We get complete reports on their movements.
But do you also know that a Roman fleet carrying Lucullus and his army arrives tomorrow at Brundisium?
Lucullus here?
You have no ships.
I saw them in the harbor.
The Cilician fleet, out of strategic necessity, has been obliged to withdraw.
Withdraw?
There are no ships at all.
Cilician pirates can destroy any Roman fleet that ever sailed. If they run away now, it's not because they're afraid. You better give me a better reason.
I am as desolated as you are, General.
And up. Up. On your toes.
You cut the skin.
Why did the Cilicians run away?
They were paid.
And who paid? Who?
Crassus.
Spartacus, Crassus won't fight us himself. The reports say he won't take the command of an army. Why would he bribe your pirates to keep us from escaping?
I don't know. How can I answer when there is no answer? I've been betrayed just as you have.
But there is an answer. There must be an answer to everything. We're 5 miles from Brundusium. Here's Rhegium. Pompey's march must have brought him to about here. He's 4 days away, maybe more. Lucullus lands at Brundusium tomorrow. If we engage Lucullus, Pompey will have enough time to march against our rear. If we turn west to meet Pompey, Lucullus will march against our rear. The only other army in all of Italy is here.
Rome.
Of course. Crassus is inviting us to march on Rome, so he can take the field against us.
You mean Crassus wants us to march on Rome?
He's forcing us to. He knows I won't let myself be trapped down here between 2 armies with my back to the sea. He knows my only other choice is Rome. Somewhere on the way, we meet. We beats us, becomes the savior of Rome, and there's his final victory over the Senate.
General, allow me to redeem myself in your eyes. For a very small commission, I can arrange for you and your family, and your leaders, of course, to be smuggled out of Italy and transported to one of the eastern countries where men of substance like you are welcome and appreciated. You can live there like kings for the rest of your lives. What do you think, General?
Go away.
Go away. Go away.
Tell the trumpeters to sound assembly.
Tonight, a Roman army lands in the harbor of Brundusium. Another army is approaching us from the west. Between them, they hope to trap us here, against the sea. The Cilician pirates have betrayed us. We have no ships.
By order of the Senate, be it known that we have this day elected Marcus Licinius Crassus, first consul of the Republic and commander-in-chief of the armies of Rome.
Rome will not allow us to escape from Italy. We have no choice but to march against Rome herself and end this war the only way it could have ended, by freeing every slave in Italy.
I promise you a new Rome, a new Italy, and a new empire. I promise the destruction of the slave army and the restoration of order throughout all our territories.
I'd rather be here, a free man among brothers, facing a long march and a hard fight, than to be the richest citizen of Rome, fat with food he didn't work for, and surrounded by slaves.
I promise the living body of Spartacus, for whatever punishment you may deem fit, that or his head. This I vow by the spirits of all my forefathers. This I have sworn in the temple that guards their bones.
Traveled a long ways together. We fought many battles, won great victories. Now, instead of taking ship for our homes across the sea, we must fight again. Maybe there's no peace in this world. For us or for anyone else, I don't know. But I do know that as long as we live, we must stay true to ourselves. I do know that we're brothers, and I know that we're free. We march tonight!